years of my journey of self-discovery of what I want to do with my life, the purpose I have to fulfill on this earth, discovery of my talent and gifts by God, and how to use it to serve humanity. I figure out some few things I want to share with you today, and it's going to help you, right? And I found out that if you can do this, 90 to 95% of your problem on this earth it's solved, right? Instead of becoming a problem to people, you rather will be a solution to so many people, so many circumstances and situations in the world. Now, I don't want to take much of your time in this video. Straightforward. Understand that the first thing you need in changing your scenario, in changing your situation, is your mind. Many times we've talked about this, but a lot of people still don't get it. But I feel it's simple, although it takes time. Maybe this is the reason why it is hard for a lot of people to understand. If you want to make success, if you have seen any vision at all, in fact, for you to see vision, there had to be a shift in your mindset. For you to make income, there has to be a shift in your mindset, in the way you think, in the perception you look at life. Do you know that the same world I'm still living, God has not changed this world, but I now feel like the world has changed. Why? Because my perception, my thinking pattern, and the way I view things have changed completely for me. And how do I do that? It takes time. A lot of things you are being born, like, okay, I was looking at the research yesterday and I found out that more than 90 to 95% of people allow the world to actually program them, in the sense that since the day you were given birth to up to 30 years old of your age, if you are not careful, whatever you have in you was actually unconsciously learned. Maybe I should say this again. From age 1, the time you were born, 0, up to 30 years of your life, most of the things you've learned or doing right now was not actually consciously picked by you. Like, you didn't decide with your mind that this is what I want to do. You possibly are doing it, or you are possibly doing it because of influence of the society, influence of your friends, influence of your parents, influence of your school, influence of the people you talk to every day, influence of the kind of things you watch, the kind of things you read, the kind of people you listen to, what the kind of words you pay attention to, especially now that the internet is here. All of those things add up together to actually become you. Thank you so much, SB Records, saying hi to us, right? Now, pay attention closely. For a lot of people, this happened to them, including myself. That's what I found out, because they refuse to pay attention all these years of their life. In case you are listening to me right now and your life is not in order, it is not what you want, the life you are living right now, the account balance you have right now, whatever friends you have around you, the relationship you are having right now, if it is not what you want, I am now telling you that you are not intentional about getting them. Unconsciously, you allow the life to pull them to you. Yes, I can tell you for the fact that either you want to use your mind to work or you don't want to use it to work. It's definitely automatically at work by default. Now, for a lot of people, leave their mind wandering around the world unconsciously, even thinking on their behalf. Yes, your mind actually think on your behalf, because some days back I made a video. I was like, okay, there are two parts of you, negative you and positive you. A lot of people, this unconscious part of you, you allow it to rule over the conscious part of you. Now, begin to pay attention. Sometimes when you sit down and some kind of ideas, crazy ideas that is wrong comes to your head. Now, that is unconscious part of you in play. What do you do? Quickly, you have to rewind and tell yourself, now consciously, intentionally, you stop it. There's some activities or habits that you might want to do. You quickly stop it, and then you allow your conscious mind with all intentionality to what? To overpower your unconscious mind. And this way you now rule your world intentionally. Do you understand? And this is how wealth is created. Now, for a lot of people, unconsciously they are focusing on lack because they were not giving birth to with money. They were not giving birth to with wealth. They were not giving birth to with good friends. They were not giving birth to with good charisma, or like they are not learned while they were giving birth to. The same thing applicable to myself, which means that consciously you have to learn. Consciously you have to change your environment, change the way you see things. Obviously you wake up not to see what you want, but you now try to see what you want so that it comes to reality. But because you are born to into this world with lack, a lot of people focus on that lack continuously, and that becomes their reality. How can you now want to make wealth while you are focusing on lack? I don't have, I can't afford it. No, this is not for me. How? And a lot of people don't understand the fact that once you focus on that, there is no way for you to change and make income, to make wealth. Now, how do you do that? Begin to focus on income, begin to focus on what you want. Despite your challenges, despite your problems, what you are going through right now, decide not to see it. Focus on what you want. It is very simple and easy, but it's tough. Why a lot of people are not used to it. Like, it's crazy. But if you see me sitting down right now, if you see the level of thinking, the kind of many times I've told people that I am a billionaire. Like, I can even tell you the figures, and I can tell you the number of years that I need to be able to bring the money together. But it's in my thinking. It now, and this is the way you program your subconscious mind to see abundance instead of lack. You cannot see lack and have abundance. And you cannot be thinking abundance and still lack. It's just a matter of time. The universe has a way of bringing it together to help you achieve whatever it is you think. I've said this time and time again that Napoleon Hill said, whatever your mind can conceive and you can believe with passion, even if it's a lie, your subconscious mind pick it up. One good thing that God has done to every one of us, we have this deeper part of us, this imaginative part of us, this kind of instinctive power you have that you can think, and then you begin to visualize things that are not even in reality. And guess what? Your subconscious mind pick up these particles and match them together. It doesn't even care whether it's true or not. But with time, you begin to believe it. Let me give you an example. How many of you have seen that the society, what we now refer to as the norm in the society today, before now was a wrong thing? Like the mode of dressing, you can see maybe in a place before now there is no crime, but a lot of people happens to be doing crime now. So people living there before, though they are against crime, but a lot of them are now into it because it become a norm. Like, you see it every time, again and again. Your mind begin to believe that this thing is normal. Your subconscious mind doesn't know between positive and negative. Whatever you plant today will grow. So instead of leaving it to wander around picking whatever it sees, why don't you think about planting good seeds of wealth, good seeds of abundance? This is the way a lot of people are missing it. So I tell you today that if you want to be wealthy, one of the first things you do is begin to pick up books on mindset, subconscious mind, because your inner part is actually far more better than your outer part. This physical world you are seeing, whatever you are seeing today, as little as this mic I'm using to speak to you, was as a result of an idea conceived by somebody in their mind. Inner mind, this handset I'm using to communicate with you, the internet, you know that it was as a result of somebody's thinking that they were able to bring to reality. Now for you, what have you been thinking? What have you been looking at? You have the same brain. Don't even deceive yourself that you don't have. You have. You are just not looking in direction. So start to think now. If you want to change your future, change the way you think. If you want to change anything, if you want to make money, change the way you think. That's the first step. This video is likely going to have parts too, but I hope I encourage you today to begin to see the future from different perspectives. It doesn't start in a day. Like I said, pick up books, watch videos like this, watch millions and thousands of podcasts that is related to whatever you want to learn. And then the first time you are watching it might not make sense. Please keep watching. Watch it again. Like this video, you can watch it again and again and again. Now your subconscious mind have a way of picking up the program as a habit. Just imagine the first time you do a lot of things, you are not used to it, but keep doing it. Keep doing it. Now, like I said, be careful. What you are doing, is it the right thing? Because with time, even if it's a wrong thing, your subconscious mind pick it up as a right thing and you get used to it. And this is how a lot of people get addicted. Now, instead of getting addicted to wrong things unconsciously, why don't you program your mind and force yourself to do right things that will actually program you to be better? This is the game. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, my name is Kabir A. Abdulkadir. Somebody is asking, SB Records is asking, what's your name? My name is Kabir A. Abdulkadir. I call myself the world's most influential entrepreneur and business coach, a mindset shifter, right? This is who I'm becoming, a kingdom leader. And this kingdom is filled with wealth, a lot of people, a lot of leaders, a lot of king, prince and princesses. Of course, this is the game and this is the mindset I have. This is the vision I have. If you believe in this vision, please subscribe to my channel. Let's keep doing this. We're going to build this community together. Thank you so much. Somebody else is saying, oh dear, thank you. All right, that is Surah. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce the name, but thank you for your comment. I really appreciate you. Let's do this again some other time. Bye-bye for now. I'm out of here. One love.